Hey everyone, welcome to my teaching lab. This is Mariana. Today our topic is about calming down and getting to know yourself more. So I hope everyone got my email earlier today and had time to sit for yourself and meditate and breathe and really hear what yourself has to tell you. And it can be hard sometimes. You might find it silly, you might find it oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm just gonna dive right into the activity, and that's fine too. Sometimes you know what your whole deal is, but if you don't, I would invite you to try, and as best as you can, to be by yourself in a calm place, and maybe you can put some soothing music, some bird sounds like I have right now. You can put some incense, take some deep breaths, and spend some time by yourself with your thoughts, and really invite them that you need help, come forth, and communicate with yourself. Things that stresses you out, and also to know what calms you down and what relaxes you down. So once you've done that, I want you to write down those thoughts. I have mine here, so I already wrote mine. And I want you to close it. Close it. And just set it to the side. So right now, I want to talk about the artist that I picked for this teaching lab. Her name is Judith Scott, and she already passed away, and she was a textile fiber artist. And Judith Scott has a really incredible story. She is a twin sister, and while she was someone with Down syndrome, her sister was her legal guardian. So both of them had a really close relationship, even though Judith was practically new, and she became a deaf when she got scarlet fever when she was young. So due to all these issues, when she was very small and she couldn't communicate, she couldn't hear very well, her parents decided to put her on a special institution. She was wrongly diagnosed as inaptable, which means that she spent most of her time in a special institution. And after a while, many years later, her sister became her legal guardian. She started to attend the Creative Growth Art Center, which is where she started to be more in touch with art, with textiles. And even though she didn't give much attention to those exercises, it was only after she saw the artist Sylvia 70 that she had her first breakthrough. And her process, none of her artworks are titled, or she never did explain any of her artwork. Everything she did for the sake of making something. And the only audience is herself. The whole process, everything that she did was for herself. And that is one of the reasons that I picked this artist. One, because she works with what we're working today, which is textiles, objects, found objects, and yarn. And second, because she would create those objects exclusively for herself. And once you have that in your mind, that you're creating something for your inner child, for yourself, I want you to think about what colors, shapes, textures, weight. I want you to get inspired to create something that is going to respond to that inner child. So that's why it's so important for you to be in touch with yourself. So to get started, let's pretend that you already sat down with yourself. You took 10 minutes, took deep breaths, and you are inspired to start. So you're gonna get a piece of paper. It's good. I'm using a green one just because it's easier to see. So you're gonna make your sketch. So I already have my design ready. So I'm gonna make a pillow that is that has pompoms inside. I don't have stuffing, so I'm using pompoms, some marbles. That's gonna create that little weight inside. So this is my design. So once you have your design, I want you to get a tracing paper. You can trace it using a Sharpie. So this is my layout. And I like using also the tracing paper. I can kind of see what part of my textile I want to be on the top. So once you have this, set it to the side. And I would mark down, for example, what is the front. So this is going to be the front and the back. You're going to get your fabric. I chose this one. It's a pinkish, reddish fabric. And then you're going to look for the front. This is my front. And you're going to put it on top of the fabric like that. And what you're going to do now is you're going to trace the shape that you want your pillow to be. So you can do that by using a small chalk piece. I'm using this white chalk for drawing. Or you can use also a 6B pencil. Will work just fine. This is very soft and it's going to make a mark on your fabric that can be erased later. I like the chalk because it's easier to erase. But if you don't have it, you can use a pencil as well. It should work as well. So, come here. I'm going to trace my fabric. When I'm done tracing the front, I want to trace the back of my pillow as well. Now, if you're using a different fabric, you're gonna bring it to your table. I'm gonna use this old shirt that I used to. It's my brush cleaner, so I'm gonna use this one to make that. And then, since I use this part as my front, I'm gonna flip it. And I'm gonna put this part up. Because this part is gonna be the back of my pillow. Put a little top and trace it around. Doesn't need to be perfect. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're just playing around with the materials that we have. I'm not trying to make super fashionable. Because you have to remember that children, they are very forgiving. Even your inner child is very forgiving. And we're imperfect. So you shouldn't make yourself worry about being perfect right now. You're trying to have fun and you're making something special for yourself. So have fun with the process. So when you're done, you're gonna cut. I'm gonna set this aside. You need this. I'm gonna set this aside, and you're gonna cut the shape. Now this is a very important step because you don't want to cut your shape right on the line that you created. You want to leave a little bit of space between the line and the outer part of your fabric, because when you're sewing them together, you want to leave a little bit of space to do that sewing. So I have my white line right there, okay, right here. And then I left a little bit of space that's gonna help me to glue or sew both pieces of fabric together, the back and the front of your pillow. Now I have my parts already cut. So this is my front. And then this part is my back. And you see what I did here, they're already sewn together, okay? What I did was, I got front and back. So what you see right now is that the fronts are front to front, and the backs are right. Okay. So when you get there, you can use some safety pins, like this one, like this one or this one. And you want to use the line that you created as a guide. So this is my line, and I left some space to sew or glue together. So I'm using some of these pins to keep front and back of my pillow together. It's gonna look like this, right? This is not sewn yet. Okay. Once you've done that, you're gonna get your special fabric glue or needle and line or hot glue, and then you're gonna put it in between like this. Look, this is gonna be in the inside, so this is not gonna show. So you're gonna put. Now, very important step is to leave a 4-inch knot sewn together. Why is that? Is that because later in this process, after you're done and you have the 4-inch, you're going to turn your pillow inside out. So let's say I finish, I glued everything, my pillow is dry. So I'm gonna take away my pens. And this is what I have here. So now I'm going to turn inside out. So this is the hole that I left. Okay. So now I'm gonna turn it inside out. Now, this is what I have. I don't know what you think. I think it looks a little bit like my project. Because it's a little bit smaller than that. That's okay. Now I can add some details to my project. So now that you have your pillow sewn together or glued together, you're gonna make some decorations if you want to. You don't have to. So I created all this little cutout flowers. I got some felt, and then I created some flowers drawings with this piece of chalk. And just like that. This is the part that I'm not going to use. All right, so to make some decorations, I decided that I'm going to use the hot glue. So I'm gonna use my flower. And do it. And then what I want to do is I'm going to choose all of this pompom, put a little bit of food, and a little flour. Now I really want to put something special in it here. So I found this button in the street. It's just something that I really like, something special. I'm gonna add it to it. So once you have all the decorations you want to put, you're gonna put inside the fabric. If you have stuffing or cotton balls, and put something, I'm gonna use the rest of my fabric. So when I'm done putting the stuffing inside, I'm going to carefully sew or glue this part together. So what I'm going to do is I can go little by little, get my glue, little dot, hold it with my finger, and take 10 seconds, and go and bring it a little glue, put it together until I get to the end. Or if I don't want to sew it, I can use safety pins. Now, mine is going to have some safety pins in the bottom, so all my things don't fall from it. So this is my pillow. A little bit of weight there. This lavender smell. It's a little bit of a noise. And then for a final reflection, when you're done with your project, I want you to present your project to your new child. So exercise would be to sit again by yourself in the calm corner that you want. And you're going to imagine yourself giving this to your inner child. And you can explain to them what this implies, what this is for, and where it will be in your house. And you can explain to the child, if you're stressed, or you're not feeling calm, or you're angry, you can come to this corner, you hold your pillow, and you take deep breaths. And that's it. That's my project, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm excited to see what you all created. So if you create something, you can take a picture, and you can leave it on my Google Docs wall in class next week.